Lights, camera, review.
Based on the comic strip, Dennis the Menace is a 1993 film. When Dennis's parents need to go away for the weekend, they have nobody else to turn to except Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. If anyone asked, Dennis the Menace was my childhood. To this day, this film still makes me laugh. Most viewers are put off by it because of its nonstop comical slapstick. We need more films like this. For me, Dennis the Menace is pure nostalgia. At his audition, Mason Gamble took a worm out of his pocket. This earned him the role of the mischievous Dennis Mitchell. Gamble was adorable in his performance. As he gets into loads of trouble, Dennis's curiosity raises eyebrows. For the rest of his life, children recognize the late Walter Matthau as George Wilson. George is put through a lot, getting pills shot down his mouth, doing splits, and putting up with countless other mishaps from Dennis. George is not the most open or friendly person. I wasn't fond of some of the things he did. I know Dennis gets mischievous, but George was too harsh even when he doesn't do anything. He lies to a child with no remorse. Joan Plowright is a humble actress. I love her portrayal of Martha. Even as a kid, I felt like I knew her. Not always perfect, George and Martha's marriage is an example of what love is. Couples won't always agree, but together you can make it work. The cast includes Leah Thompson, Robert Stanton, an unrecognizable performance by Christopher Lloyd, and an impressive cast of child actors. On my most recent watch, I was amazed at how natural the young cast played off one another. My favorite scenes were between Dennis, Margaret, and Joey, played by Amy Sakasitz and Kellen Hathaway. Years later, when I was talking to my brother about this film, he was so surprised to learn that Christopher Lloyd was the robber. I'm still surprised at how menacing he is. Speaking of which, one of the child actors was so afraid of Lloyd that he never approached him again after their scene. When I say this movie makes me laugh, I mean that I am laughing to the point where I can't breathe. The funniest scene in the movie is when Dennis is asking the robber too many questions, making the robber shout, "Shut up," at Dennis. It still makes me laugh even when not watching the scene. Nick Castle instituted remarkable direction to all involved, especially the kid actors. Castle conquered the atmosphere. I also liked how the film was told in snippets before concentrating on its main storyline. Films don't always need one comprehensive story. Dennis the Menace is a story about childhood. We don't have movies like this with non-stop comedy anymore. This is one of those films where if I could, I would watch it twice in one day. Dennis the Menace holds a special place in my heart. This was the movie I watched right after learning my aunt died. Not only did my aunt love this movie, but I felt close to her when watching it, enjoying a needed laugh. You cannot avoid Dennis the Menace if you have not seen it. Dennis the Menace is worth a watch, especially for younger audiences. What is your favorite film from your childhood? Before our countdown for Holiday Fest starts in December, I have been waiting to review my old ass since I saw it in September. Join me on Sunday. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. My name is Marielle, and this has been another one of my movie reviews.